Is Shalom Markins Rakam Makapashan James London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai B'Shem V'Chakadash. And I'll give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's preaching His truth in all sincerity. Just back with another video. I'm gonna name this one the simple pass on and are punished. Right, as the scriptures, as you see here in Proverbs 22:3. Right, this whole world is being manipulated and all by Esau. And everybody's, for the most part, is on board with what he's doing to the planet right now, right? We all know what's going on right now, and ultimately, Esau is leading everybody into a trap, into a snare that's basically gonna, you know, end up with you being destroyed. Okay, because you're gonna receive the judgment of the Heavenly Father for following this devil, right? Because you want to believe in that the world is inherently a good place, and we have leaders and all this kind of thing. These Edomites that have our best interest at heart, that he want to protect us and see humanity thrive and all this kind of stuff. When all those things are not true and is actually the very opposite to what these people want to believe in. Okay, these people want to believe that this devil is good. Okay, but obviously that makes no sense whatsoever. So you're being real simple about Esau, about the so-called white man, and his role on the earth. Okay, you're being ultra simple, right? Believing in his every word. Okay, when you know that these people that rule over us, they're liars, okay, they're deceivers, right? And that they got their own interests, that they put first. And ultimately, it's the agenda of the elites that these guys are peddling, that they're pushing upon everybody and convincing everybody that this is the way, that we need to go in, right? Not knowing that basically, Esau plans to incorporate you into his new system, the new world order, right? So that you can be a slave, okay, the ultimate slave, all right? So, I want to kick it off here with Proverbs 22:3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." Okay, a prudent man, okay, is someone who pays attention, right? That watches, that is circumspect, okay, about all the things that are going on around him. Okay, they're not ignorant. Okay, they understand things. Okay, and they apply that understanding. All right, for them to be wise. Okay, to make wise decisions. Okay, but these people are not interested in being prudent. Okay, they're happy to be told what things are. Okay, they're not they don't want to think for themselves. Okay, they want to put their trust in men of an exalted nature. Okay, for all intents and purposes, these scientists and these politicians and all these types of people. Okay, they want to put the trust in these people because they believe that these guys are more intelligent, or they know best, or they believe they've done the studying for it and whatever. So they're happy to remain ignorant and to live in their little bubble as long as they can go out there and fulfill their fleshy lust, man. As long as they can progress with their own lifestyle, get the job, get the money, the women, the cars, and all this kind of vain shit. Okay, they're happy as long as they can pursue those things. And this is why, this current situation right now, okay, people were losing their mind for being locked in, okay, in these lockdowns, because they couldn't pursue those things. Okay, but as long as the ability to do that is there, or the promise of it being there, they're happy to do whatever, they're told in order to continue pursuing those things. Okay, but in that pursuit, okay, you're gonna find yourself in a trap. Okay, one that you're not going to be able to get out of. Okay, until you're destroyed. All right. So I'll read it again. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. Okay, because there's evil on the horizons, man. Okay, we've been speaking about it, documenting it, breaking it down through the scriptures. There's evil ahead of us. Okay, there ain't no better times ahead, or this normalcy that people have been desiring. That's not what's on the horizon. That's there's nothing but evil ahead of us. Okay, and you should be getting your mind right for it, getting your spirit right for it. All right. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Okay, or we hide ourselves in the word. Okay, with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for protection. As a scripture. What word is used? Safe. Yeah, that's the one. Proverbs 18:10 says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay, that's where we hide. We hide with the Lord. Okay, we hide in his word. Okay, we use that as our protection. The name of the Lord, his word, This is our protection in these evil days. Right? And if you're not protected, well, guess what? You're going to get caught up. Yeah, you're going to get caught in those evils. All right, but I want to get here Ephesians 5:15. And it says here, see that then ye walk circumspectly, not as fools. Okay, a fool is someone who's not prudent. Okay, he's not checking his surroundings. Okay, because to walk circumspectly is to to basically look around. Okay, to be aware. Right, of your surroundings, right? Okay, so see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise. Okay, because to walk circumspectly, to pay attention to everything that's going on you and to seek the truth is wise. Not just to blindly follow what these guys are saying, just blindly believe these people. Okay, telling you what to do. Alright, it says redeeming the time because the days are evil. We're living in evil times and you don't understand it. You don't understand the extent of how evil this place is or it's becoming. You can't fathom it because you like to believe, that things are inherently right, or there's no nefarious powers at work trying to destroy mankind and all this kind of stuff. You don't want to believe that. Okay, you don't want to believe that. Okay, but that is what's happening. All right. It says, wherefore be you not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Right, and the will of the Lord is in these scriptures. So we know we're heading into evil times. We know we're in the midst of evil times, but the greater evils are yet to come. All right, and this is why you got to be on point. You have to know what's going on, man, and act accordingly. Use the wisdom that that you learn in these scriptures. Trust in the Lord, pray, fast. Get yourself get yourself understanding of these scriptures. Knowing what the Lord is meaning, what's he planning to do? What's the Lord's plan? Because that's what you should really be concerned about. What's the Lord's plan? Forget about all these government heads and yourself, what your plan is or what their plan is, man. Forget all that. What's the Lord's plan? What is he planning to do? Because that's going to dictate what happens. Right? That's what's going to dictate what happens. Okay, we all know the day of the Lord's coming, and we all know the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Okay, we know this society is going to crash and crumble. We know there's going to be famines and pestilences. There's going to be, major death. There's going to be war. All right, we know all this. It's all written here, and these are the exact things that are happening upon the earth right now, and things are only going to get worse. All right, so we walk circumspectly because we watch as these events unfold, so we know what time we're in, how close we are to the end. All right, but we live in evil times, man. So you got to be awake. You can't be asleep in this time, man. That's the wrong spirit to be in, man. All right, it says, be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Okay, all these people are out here, all they're concerned about is going out partying. Our people jaded. They just want to go out and party, man. They want to drink. They want to forget everything. They want to think about hard things. Okay, they just want to be in mirth, But it's not time for that. Okay, it's not time for that, man, because you will be part of those people that the Lord's gonna sneak up on, man, and catch you unaware. You know. It's Psalm 64. I'm gonna get from verse 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." Okay, the secret counsels of the wicked are those secret societies, man, that people like to pass off as conspiracy theory. Oh yeah, some evil entity. Oh yeah, it can't exist. How could such a thing exist on the earth? How could it play out? If people these disbelieving people, okay, yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but as that saying goes, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. There are entities out there you just don't know about. You don't want to accept there are powerful people in the world that control, the things that happen on the earth, right? That control governments and agendas and all this kind of stuff. You don't want to accept them, but there are people out there that do that, right? And you don't want to believe that some people, there's such an evil that can exist on the earth, and how would it get away with doing what they're doing, and all this. You don't want to believe it, but it's happening, and it's also written here in the scriptures, man. Secret counsels of the wicked, right? These rich and powerful, those that dominate the earth with their power and their finance and all this kind of stuff, man. They're the ones creating all these secret councils, and we all know there's so-called secret societies which are not so secret these days because they've been outed. But we all know that these societies of rich white people, and certain other rich people, they collude together behind closed doors, not in public eyes, right? So that's a secret council, and they talk about world agendas. That's a secret council, man. Why is it, you get a bunch of presidents in the United States that come from the Skull and Bones Society and all this kind of stuff here? Why is all this going on? Why is it all hush hush? Why can't they talk about it? Why they going Bohemian Grove? Okay, why they getting up at Bilderberg meetings? Why are they, these G20s and G8s and all this kind of stuff here? Okay, but you don't get to see or hear what goes on in there. You get the skinny version. What went on in there? Days of talks, and you get a couple paragraphs of what we spoke about. You get straight skinny because they're secret councils, man. Okay, aiming to further the agenda of the elites, man, of Esau. All right, so they exist. Verse 3 says, "Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot him and fear not." Okay, and the poet is speaking about our people. Okay, you Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are scattered abroad. All right, their main problem is us, and how to get rid of us. All right, how to oppress us completely. All right. Verse 5 says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. Privity is private, like under the radar. You don't understand that you're being led into a trap. People in the world are being led into a trap, right? In an evil matter, right? So they say, who shall see them? And Esau's the master of media, right? So he gets to spin the narrative that the majority of people will buy. And you got those that don't buy it, but the majority of people do buy it, and that's a global thing. Everyone in the globe, the majority of these people are buying what is being said, that with the things that are happening right now. That's why you're convincing taking experimental, um, experimental things to get back to normal. You know, and it's getting harder to talk about it, man, because every time you want to talk about it and you wanna lay it out clearly, Esau wants to take your videos down, man. You know, these algorithms want to take your videos down because they've been told that they can't talk about this. This is bad. This is wrong. Esau wants to control the narrative. All right, that's what it is. All right, but they're laying the traps that you've been put in traps. Okay, and you're just walking through them. Okay, and you're gonna get to the point where there's no going back. There's no going back in this. Once you've been set on that course and you're in that snare, man, there is no coming out of it. All right. So they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, so they know what they did. They've been planning for this moment for years. And did all kinds of studies to know how people act and all this kind of stuff, all the psychology behind it, the herd mentality and all of this. Okay, Esau knows what he's doing. Okay, this is all a game. And he's playing with the people, man. But hey, we're prudent men. And all we remain that way. But we see all the wicked agenda behind everything that he's doing. Okay, he's not catching us, man. Lord willing. We're privy to what he's doing. Because the Lord has opened our eyes. Okay? It's Matthew 15 and 14 says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. Okay, you want to follow Esau? Well, guess what? Esau's going into perdition. Esau's going to be destroyed, man, for his wickedness on the earth. And anybody that's down with him and his system, guess what? You're going to be destroyed too. All right, it's as simple as that. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Okay, and that ditch is going to be your destruction, man. Right? Because you believe that you trusted in oppression. Okay, you trust in Esau and his ways. His progressive ways. His fucking bullshit ways. Well, guess what? You're going to go down with him. You're going to fall with him. All right? And like I said, where this all leads right now, all these things that are happening right now, you know what I'm talking about, because the whole world's going through it, right? Where this all ends up, is the establishing of the mark of the beast. All right, this is where it ends up. This is what Esau's prepping the people's minds for, the mark of the beast, and to have the whole world take this chip, take that mark. Okay, which is the RFID chip. All right, but there's a judgment for that. That's like I said, if you want to follow Esau all the way there, all the way through, guess what? You're going to take this mark because you're going to believe in what he's been telling you this whole time. All right, and anybody that believes in this devil, guess what? There's judgment for that. All right, I'm gonna read it here. It's Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, he worship Esau and his system, right, and his image, okay, which is his system, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? So you take that chip. It don't really matter where, because it's the whole notion behind it. It's the faithlessness, right? That you believe in this man who claims himself to be the Most High over the Most High himself, who does exist, who is the Most High. You believe in Esau more than you believe in the Lord. All right, so there's judgment for that, right? So the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, because the Most High has got a judgment for those that take the mark of the beast, so which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right, you're gonna get burnt up. Okay, we keep telling you America is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Okay, so the focal point is in that land. Right, those that are in that land, everybody except for the elect who are going to be delivered from that land is going to get burnt. Okay, with thermonuclear fire. All right. And whoever else takes that chip in the world, man, they're going to receive, like judgment, man. They're going to be put to death. They're going to burn. All right. Because that's the judgment that's upon them. Okay. But dealing with the land of America, the whole land of America is going to get melted. And with everybody on it. That's there. Okay. Everyone except for the elect. Because they're going to be delivered out of that destruction. All right, it says in verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they that had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, so whoever receives that mark, like I said, it don't matter where, don't matter who. Because you read in the previous one, didn't need to do that. It tells you all, he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, Esau's targeting everybody. Now he's not going to be able to get everybody, but that's his target. Just like, right now he's targeting everybody, but not everybody's going to be on board. Right, but this is his desire. And he's going to push the situation to get so mad, so crazy, that he's going to get the majority of people on board. Because of fear. Because of the fear tactics, the tyrannical tactics that man knows that he's using, right? That he, outed himself on. Right, and he's going to continue to use that fear to get people to comply, to break. Right, because when this whole place collapses and your fiat currency ain't doing it no more, it's been made obsolete, then you're gonna start thinking twice about your position, right? Because you're gonna want to eat and the like. Right, because it says, and he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell. Okay, you don't really have the ability to buy and sell, through the old ways. Right, that's not going to be set. That's not going to be what's set up anymore. Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So people's positions are going to change, man. Things are going to become more desperate for these people, and so the majority of them are going to buckle under that pressure. But like I said, you're being simple to what's going on. You just want to blindly believe this devil and everything that he's he's talking about right now. You're being simple because you're not adhering to what the scriptures say. You don't understand that this guy has been set up to do wickedly on the earth, that he's, the wicked, that he is to bring evil upon the earth, man. He ain't here to save nobody, to make no one's life better. He's here to do evil, man. And that evil is going to get greater and greater. And anyone who's stupid enough to follow his narrative is going to be destroyed ultimately, man. All right? So, that's what I've got for you right now. So I hope this is edifying. And until the next one, until next time, I say shalom.